Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Sunday. All right, guys, well, we're back to talk about Lala Kent, Lisa Vanderpump, Kyle Richards, Vanderpump Rules, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, you name it, we're back to talk about it. So before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And also, Jason and I are headed out to the airport today. He's dropping me off so I can head out to Los Angeles, but that does not mean that anything is going to stop as far as pre-records or lives. So keep checking in and we'll keep posting. We'll keep the content coming. With that, guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. Now let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so thank you to Lala Kent for mentioning it all and Reality Blurb. Lala Kent is talking dark times on Vanderpump Rules, the canceled spinoff, Tom sucking the life out of Katie, and if Randall will be mentioned on season 10, which I've already seen some of it, and I can tell you, yes, absolutely, and she compares him to Harvey Weinstein. Awkward. Lala Kent looked back on her dark times on Vanderpump Rules on a recent episode of her podcast. I mean, there have been some dark times. Before dishing on the cast canceled spinoff, the relationship between Tom Schwartz and Katie Maloney, and whether she'll be discussing ex-fiance Randall Emmett on season 10, she admitted that when it came to season 7, she was the best, well, was not the best version of herself. Me, season 7, she said after my dad died, calling Raquel a Bambi-eyed bitch, telling Billie Lee she was boring to listen to and look at, and almost headbutting her, calling her a hoe. I look at that and go, what the She said during that time, it was very dark and I couldn't watch it. I mean, you were grieving your dad. We understand. According to Lala, she and her co-stars lost their footing towards the end of season 7. And when it came time to film season 8, a lot changed, including the cast. It was brand new faces. It just didn't make any sense. She recalled clarifying that Dana Cathan, she fit in great. While fans didn't understand the sudden addition of Dana, Danica Dow, Brett Caprioni, and Max Boyens, Lala revealed that the new cast, came in as she and other OGs were preparing to exit the series to star on a new show. After confirming that Stassi Schroeder was first to share the news, Lala said producers were trying to push a new group in because they were taking us off and giving us the spinoff. Before the C word hit, Stassi, Kristen Doty, they were both fired, and Jax Taylor and Brittany confirmed their own exits, but I also feel like they were fired. The show that we were going to start filming was completely squashed, but that was the reason for all the new faces. It's because they were introducing an entire new Vanderpump Rules and taking us out of it. She explained to the viewers that they should have seen the aftermath of, well, the firings. She feels like because they were all fired, that Bravo should have aired this. I mean, why not air them getting fired? And after sharing that her and her co-stars nabbed a 9th season by the skin of their teeth, she told listeners that season 10 will be a lot more authentic. We can't show us working in a restaurant forever. It doesn't make any sense. We don't work there. We don't have to work there, but I think it, for it to make sense and for you to follow someone's journey, you've got to understand why. Why are they able to afford these houses? I think season 10, you're going to see all of it. It's going to take you back to old throwback Vanderpump Rules. You got one person, 2 people that actually live in a house. Everyone else is apartment living again. As Vanderpump Rules fans both know, or all know, both Tom and Katie moved into their new apartments after selling their $2.5 million home in Valley Village amid their 2022 divorce. And when their split was mentioned on her podcast, Lala's guest, her name's Laura Marie, accused Tom of sucking the life out of Katie, and Lala agreed. Right. I'm excited for people to see Katie this season because you do get to see her not have to play a mom to her husband. There was something that when she decided I'm doing this, I'm moving on with my life, something changed in her and something changed in her face. Also on her show, Lala confirmed that while she did address her drama with Randall, who was rumored to be facing an FBI investigation over alleged child exploitation at the end of last year, which he denied while filming season 10, she's not sure what will make the cut. The Harvey Weinstein comment made the cut, girl, and it's a little awkward. It's a little cringe, but she's pissed. She's allowed to be pissed. Listen, Randall got caught in Nashville. She received DMs. There's an LA Times article. There's an expose. There's people claiming that he had bad practices while casting. There's also people who are coming out with lawsuits. This is a lot of shit, and she had to live through it. So if she wants to talk about it and she feels like, I would way rather Lala put her business out there and talk about these things and be real because it's reality TV than have someone like Robin Dixon who's not even going to share anything. And then we're asking her, did Juan have an affair? And she's like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. Chris Bassett's the one who had an affair, which he didn't. And then you go on, you sell the story on Patreon. I would way rather have an authentic Lala. I think the only thing that would scare me is, are you allowed to mention Randall? But I guess if he signed the disclosures in order to be on camera before in the past, they would be able to talk about him, right? I feel like I talked about it a lot, but there's a lot of times during filming where I feel like I've spoken about things and it usually ends up on the chopping block. Like maybe it's too heavy for Vanderpump Rules. I mean, we'll see. Now, Lala Kent also agrees that Kyle Richards is the most overrated housewife, and she shares why Lisa Rinna was good for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but she also suggested maybe joining the franchise as LVP's ally. Reza did say something pretty savage. He went savage. Those Shaws of Sunset cast members, and I love Reza so much, so everything that he says, I co-sign on. She said, where's the lie? When Lala's guest, fellow podcaster again, Laura Marie, then noted that producers should have gotten rid of Kyle rather than Lisa Rinna, who was rumored to have been fired, but insisted that she quit, Lala didn't seem to agree. She said, I love Rinna. I love the lips. She always brings it. The hair is always fabulous, and she is the only person I always say, we're not watching this show to see a bunch of hot chicks kumbaya. We're just not. According to Lala, Pump Rules has a Kyle of its own, but she ain't saying who it is. Instead, she pointed out that Sheena Shea has something in common with a longtime Beverly Hills star. I think Sheena may like doing the splits more than Kyle Richards. Are we throwing shade at Sheena? No, they were just together yesterday. They always put their babies together. But listen, they're also on a reality show and they know it's okay. I'm throwing shade at you. It's all for cameras. It's for media. It's not the end of the world, girl. Although Lala finds Kyle to be overrated, she doesn't think that Kyle will ever exit the series, giving a nod to a statement that Erica Jane made at the season 12 reunion. Kyle is kind of the glue that holds the group together. Without her, these people wouldn't talk. She really does have the crowd. She's been here since day one. Now, as for her own possible future on Beverly Hills, Lala initially said that she believes that she's too young. I don't feel like my age would allow it right now, and I also don't have anything super fabulous to show you. Like, come look at my 3-bedroom apartment. I mean, it's kind of like the equivalent to Gina in the townhouse. I feel like you have just as much. Then after Lara said that Lala would be a fit as a younger, scrappier entrepreneur cast member, Lala agreed, saying, you should write Andy Cohen and tell him this, and noting that Kyle would hate her. And when Laura further suggested that Lisa Vanderpump be brought back, with Lala as her ally, Lala added that you should pitch this to Cohen. While Lala did state that she feels that she's not old enough to join the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast, she admitted that her drama, including the custody battle she's currently in with Randall Emmett, who has faced suspicion, and we talked about those, is more on the level of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills than Vanderpump Rules. I'm not minimizing what my cast has been through, but there are things on the show like little petty things that made my life this year a lot easier, because I was like, I'm going to go in and we're going to throw shade in the most petty way. And it feels good to take me out of my reality. Just the things that I feel like I got to deal with on a day-to-day, even before this past year, just feels a little bit on a level that I don't particularly enjoy. But it's kind of like the drama of like, oh shit, Tom Girardi is not a great guy. Jen Shaw is not, that great of a chick. Like, it does feel like my person, that's the kind of drama that I'm in, which is more on Housewives level, which she could be right. I don't know. Guys, I'm so curious to hear what your thoughts are. So go ahead and comment below. What do you think about Lala opening up about Vanderpump Rules and Beverly Hills and all of it in between? I'm so curious. So go ahead, comment below. And of course, go vote in the community poll. I love you guys. Smash that like button, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.